Hey guys, Lost here. Time for me to review my top 5 picks for the Arma 3 mods of the month for November. Hope you guys enjoy. First up, we have Ace Extension. Ace Extension adds a series of gestures, movements, and actions to the already existing Ace interface. It adds things like squatting down and taking a dump, and if you have to relieve yourself, by all means, you can take a leak as well. There's also a awesome fighting animation, so if you want to learn Kung Fu in a split second, by all means, this is the mod for you. But on a more serious note, this mod does add in poses for standing at attention as well as relaxing with your rifle. There are about 3 different options, each with their own different variations of motions and actions that you're able to do. If you use Ace fairly regularly, I would definitely recommend always having this on with you just for immersion's sake or just to play around with. It's a lot of fun to have. And if you couldn't tell already, I am currently running the Operation Trebuchet mod, so if you want to download that and check that out, by all means, check that out as well. So I couldn't do this review without a map mod, so at number 4 we have the Arctic Highlands. The map is almost completely dominated by a snowy and mountainous terrain with a whopping size of over 1,500 kilometers squared. The highest point on the map is 7,711 meters, while the lowest point is at negative 1,285. Though it is mostly mountains, that is not the only thing on the map. There's a custom bridge connecting the west side roads to the east side roads. There's also a small militarized island with other locations on it. There's also a small city as well, so that it's not completely just a frozen wasteland. On top of that, there are clouds that roll by these mountains, which adds a lot of nice effect to it as well. I'd say the key thing to note about this map is simply the sheer size and scale of it. It would be tons of fun to have a lot of large-scale engagements on this, especially when you're walking on some of these knife-edge ridges that run along the tops of these mountains. To be completely honest, I wouldn't even know where to begin when it comes to creating a map this size or a mod in general. I'm not a mod developer, I just like to download them and play them. However, I do think some of these maps get thrown under the rug just because they don't have enough stuff on them. Sometimes all you need is a good old-fashioned terrain to really make the most out of. Just to let you guys know, if you want to download this mod or any of the other mods I review here, I will put links in the description, so don't freak out if there are not links immediately after this video is uploaded. At number 3, we don't have a new faction mod, but we have the Military Gear Pack. The Military Gear Pack adds in some variations and reworked items into Arma 3's arsenal. It comes with some new uniforms, vests, headgear, and a few other assorted items as well. The design of some of this stuff definitely gives more of a sleek impression. I would envision a small assault team would be using this rather than somebody in a large open combat zone, and I'm not telling you how to use this mod by any means. The gear is definitely more on the small scale tactical side, and it brings in some cosmetic items on some of the vests and some of the uniforms, like some extra pouches such as chem lights, a small medic bag for the medic vest, as well as grenades and pistol holsters. When I was talking about what they added in before, I did not mention backpacks. However, they do bring in some backpacks, and all of the different gear will match up with the same camouflage if you pick the right objects. Obviously, there are many different camouflages for each uniform, vest, and backpack as well, depending on what style you are going for. The only thing I feel like this mod is missing is some weapons, but that is not a big deal. You can go download some weapons or a weapon add-on from the Steam Workshop, and everything will be just fine. Now, I didn't mention this before, but the camouflages, the patterns, and the overall general look of this stuff looks really nice. There's no weird clipping or anything really out of place. That mixed with Arma's new visuals that they've been implementing makes me really happy, and I'm glad that this mod and this gear looks really nice. Now, at number 2 is a mission I think everybody can appreciate, and that is a mission mod called Defend Trump's Wall. Now, all politics aside, I think this mission is incredibly fun to play. You are a U.S. soldier tasked with defending Donald Trump's glorious wall whilst being attacked by a flock of illegal aliens. You have to be careful though, because some of the illegal Mexicans are armed with pistols and they may pose as a threat. You actually have two choices between being the U.S. soldier or being the illegal Mexican trying to cross the border. It is also co-op, so you could have one person or both people on one side or the other. Now, before people get all flustered, I know this is not technically a mod, it is actually just a mission with some other mods as dependencies, but I am calling it a mod for the sake of the video. So don't get mad at me, YouTube! Anyway, there's one large door where you have to guard where all the illegal immigrants try to flood through. You can sit there with you and your friend and kill all of them, as many as you can, as fast as you can. Some other features of this mission is a co-op multiplayer functionality. There's also a functional arsenal in case you have to re-gear up, and the Republican commander has the ability to call close air support if things get out of hand. Some of the illegals trying to get through will have cars, and if you are not careful and they do happen to get through, you will have to fall back and defend the town. We cannot have that happen. Now at number 1 is another one of those darn missions with dependencies. This mission is called Red Squadron, made by the creator Phantom. Some story behind this: you are the assault team called Red Squadron. You are deployed in Afghanistan to terminate ISIS and Taliban forces and make sure they don't smuggle in a nuclear weapon. There are a series of objectives you have to complete throughout the mission with you and 4 other players if you so choose. Some pretty stellar work goes into some of the missions that this creator creates. I've reviewed a lot of Phantom's mods and missions before, and they have all turned out absolutely fantastically. This is no exception. There are 21 custom textures to bring the war in Afghanistan to life. There's also a virtual arsenal to really trick yourself out, make you look as tactical as possible. There are a series of day and night missions that you have to go through, like I said before. There's also some custom tactical music and custom sound effects, in case I haven't said the word tactical enough. So playing this mission really is like playing a movie, with the music that starts up as you complete your objectives, and during firefights it really adds some awesome atmosphere to the game, as well as all of the particle and dust animations that float around mixed with the smoke and fire, as well as the blood textures that happen when you approach some pretty new crazy ISIS locations. There's so much to this mission, and I wish more people created missions like this. So we are getting to the end here, and I just wanted to say that I will be making a top 10 mods for the last year. So if anybody wants to offer up some mod ideas, that would be great. Also, if you want to offer some mod ideas for next month's mod review, by all means, leave comments in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Follow us on Twitch. Subscribe for more Arma content. I will see you guys later.
I killed like 11 people over here so far.
Got it. Woo!
Nice job, you die?
No, I got it. That was an epic shot. Sorry to brag.
Nice shot. One hit shot. Now you're not virgin and you have a baby now.
That was a perfect unvirginizing.
Oh yeah, I hit it twice. So